Is it? All right. Let's make sure this is working. And then we can start. You just got to show me that you're working. Okay. You just got to show me that you're working. And it was pause. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll play the music. Just oh yeah, speaker. Dude, I need caffeine in my body. Make sure this is connected. Connected to a device with device. What? This, what? I'm not connected to PS4. It doesn't really help me. Okay. Oonst.
Happy holiday to you. Happy holiday. Happy holiday. May the calendar keep ringing.
The worst lighting ever. Oh yeah. Why is this so fucking loud? That's better.
People sing songs of good cheer, Christmas is here. People sing songs of good cheer, Christmas is here. Merry, Merry Christmas. Merry, Merry Christmas.
All right. Where's my mask? That is very pungent. God, that's nice. All right, Germex. These are already sterilized and boiled, filled with water to an extent, impregnated, not impregnated. I don't know. Where's my? I gotta get my syringe. This alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Syringe, 20 milliliters. I don't know what gauge this is, but it's important. Come on. It says pink. Pink is 18 gauge. Milky. Alright, well, pink has been good. You might want a bigger one because this stuff gets like, for some of the mushrooms, you can see it. Like, this is pretty thin, so it's fine, but like some of the mushrooms, they grow like a big layer on top and you don't really see much on the bottom. This is like kind of like all throughout, real milky, if I may be so bold. Yeah, I did shake it though. This is lion's mane, liquid culture, grown in. You just sterilize this in the pressure cooker. Also, I know that this is happening. It doesn't matter until you're about to open the fucking chamber. Sterilized water. This was up to 600. I usually do 600 and then I do 4% on it. You want to do about 4% honey, and then you put it in the pressure cooker for 30 minutes at 15 psi. So once it hits 15, you just don't want to get it to like mine only goes to 15, and then it's like expelling out of this thing like just crazy. So like you don't want it to get too crazy because it'll actually say 15 pressure, but like it's more, and it just burns the honey. And I don't know, it's like caramelizes it. It's not as good. You want it to be like I mean, you can't really see it anymore because it's eating it. It's eating the sugar. Let me go get one that's a little more honey. Walking in the winter wonderland. All right. This one's crazy. I got it called Patty Straw Mushroom. They're real strong and quick growing mycelium. But this one, if you can see it, it's my light. It's hard to see because it's right at the. You can obviously the tint is more honey colored. See if I can get a good light in there. Some contrast. Whoa, daddy. All right. Other way. It's so weird. You can see it. It's like a thin layer of, looks like fucking, looks like nut, to be honest. If we're being completely honest, it looks exactly like you nutted into a jar. And then if you shake it, it like refuses to separate. It's like super strong. But then we'll give that a minute. This is another. Is this it? No. This is the king oyster. You can see it's like kind of all mixed in. Like it's more orange. There's just more honey in this one because I've gotten to the point where I just freehand it. Because measuring out honey is atrocious. It sticks to everything and it's fucking just, if you count the pours like bartenders do that, you can get it to the same amount if you use the same consistent 600 milliliters. 1, 2, 3. It'll be the same, and it doesn't get everywhere because honey is it's terrible. It's so sticky. It's terrible and it sticks a great way. Yeah, it's all Jack. I wish I had a different light, but you can see it's like a lava lamp of just nut. All right. Shut this off. This one's actually looking pretty good. I might want to grab some cane. It's growing so fast. This Patty Straw, like, look at that. It just refuses to mix in. It just loves it. It's going to be hard to get into the syringe because it's so thick. I'm gonna have to yeah, it's so thick, dude. It's fucking just atrocious. Alright, let me see if I can actually try. There's a dead end to my left, there's a burning bush to my right. It's like you gotta just give up a little bit. I might do a little patty. Might wait. So you really want to wait like 2 weeks for it to just become real thick. Oh, parched.
between fight and flight is a blind man's side, and I choose that's right.
Yeah, that took 1 minute. So,
I'm gonna drown in this strange town. Feel broken down.
all right.
Feel broken down.
I have so many lines, man. I'm wondering if I should.
I need you. Or am I standing still? Need the
I should
darkness
inoculate.
or am I standing still? With a scene of it lying by. Or am I standing still? Out of the corner.
I feel like it's been 2 weeks. Do I want to do something else besides lines? Man, I have so many lines, man. Originally, I wanted that to be my main thing, but I'm gonna do it because it's cold and I like the cold best. So fuck it. All right. I like to hold my breath. Alright, so just fucking spread the top. The hand's nice. Take the needle, don't touch. As little as possible. I'll spray this top, the syringe port. I'll do this because I just touched this shit. Just overdid it, daddy. Alright, so you take this off, get this ready first. So this is ready to pop because you want to just pop it real quick and then launch the shit into it. You got to put air into this. So 20, put it in, turn it over, slow draw, try to get a look and make sure you got that semen in there. You can see it a little bit, but ready. So seal it shut, and then you can just pop it. Give it a half little daddy. It's done. Those are done. I'm going to shake them later. So now we take 2. We're going to do, this is a lot of liquid culture too for this amount, but it doesn't really matter. Gives you a better chance, I guess, which is important. But it'll still grow. It'll grow faster doing this shit because it's like more than that, you know? All right. So sealed. All right. That's 4. Dude, that fucking hurt a little bit. The air bubble one day. This shit is thick. That's the way you want it. It's so thick. Like, the shit you get in the mail sometimes isn't that thick. I mean, that's fucking thick. Just gotta keep saying that. Positive. Positivity, thickness. All right, let's go. Oh, we got a half daddy and then a half daddy. A good, nice little square. Last one, we're gonna do a fat nut, a full load. I'm doing a full load. This is honestly, it's so much liquid culture for this little amount, but it's safer. You have less chance of contamination because it's just so much. So much juice. You save this for when you want to use it for fucking. All right, shake this. Good nice shake. Mix it. All these mix. Mix. Guess it. All right. I'm gonna put this one back. The best part is once you do this, you never have to buy liquid culture again because this is, look how it's getting thicker the smaller the volume. And they can go into like, they just eat as much as they can and then they just sit and they're just like waiting for something to grow on, something to hold on to. But yeah, at the end of this, I'm going to take it and I'm going to redo it. Like take a full syringe and put it in a new sterilized honey culture setup, and then it'll grow just as much as this one. And you can just do it forever. You never have to buy liquid culture. That's how people sell liquid culture, and it's crazy because like there's no overhead basically. Like I guess syringes. But they only have to do one syringe for what, like $7? And if you buy it in bulk, it's just real tedious. All right, so all these are done. I'm gonna put this back and get the labels because if you don't label it, because you're like, oh, I'll remember, and then a month later when it's fully ready to fruit, and you're like, I have no idea what this is, and they all look the same. So that's great. So don't ever do that. It's the worst idea. If you want to scare the neighbors, and well, make them think that you're flipping meth, then you wear one of these and you open up all the blinds and windows and you just do this whole thing with the exposure, and a lot of mixed reviews from the neighbors on that. I live in kind of shittier part of town. There's more crime. Let's put it that way. So I guess it's not. I'm not killing anyone, so they don't question it. But it's very strange. What? Okay. All right, labels. Head. Oh. Don't do that, because they don't do that. Unnecessary exposure. .jpg. All right, these are little name tags. All right, let's see. Let's make sure they're not all wet on this side. All right. Four, 7. And whenever you feel like you need to figure out what's going on, you can do a couple of these. You just do a little bit of this. Get the wrist going. Oh. It'll bring you right back to what you're doing, right back on track. I don't have ADHD. I don't. Fuck you for saying that. All right. Tag it and bag it, baby. Let's turn this up. And if you ever get lonely, you can listen to Jewel. That's okay. Because in my opinion, about yourself, you should value your opinion of yourself over anyone else's, but also not be a psychopath, meaning I'm never wrong because my opinion's great. You should seek to be that's how you learn when you fuck up. I don't get it. Dude, frogs. Dude. Kangaroos. Kangaroos. You know what I mean. Alright. Lines, man. It's all set. We're going to wait forever. No. It takes about 2 weeks. And I'll show you a 2 week from now. You got to pick as much as you can. Drop a couple when you go, put it away. So dumb. Oh. just waking up. These videos have to be where I'm more awake. A little juice everywhere.
Take a deep breath. Put on my PJs and hop into bed. I'm half alive, but I feel mostly dead. I'm trying to tell myself it'll all be alright.
Okay.
Not till the night comes, dreams last so long. Hey, but I think I'm gone. I know that you love me, and soon you will see. You'll remember me, and I was meant for you. You're meant for me. I was meant for you.
All right. So Patty Straw I was telling you about. This has been less than 2 weeks. I mean, look at it. Took over the whole. This is a fatty. What is this? I can't see. Come on. 1,500. So it doesn't say on the top line. So what is it by the 1,000? 1,020. So 1750. So it's at 1,500, and I probably used the full one in this, but like it's so strong. You want to look for any trike. Trike is the worst, your worst enemy in growing mushrooms. There's none that I see in here, which is good. Hoping for the best. That's Patty Straw. These are all inoculated at the same time. This, see that? It looks kind of like baby poop, like that green baby poop. It's mold. It's terrible. It's trike. And the biggest way to tell too is it's like powdery. Like it looks like a dust. It looks like a mold that grows on like regular shit. Like fucking, what did I see that on? I don't know. Leave it fucking, banana. I don't know. No, bread. Looks kind of like the bread mold. Bread mold's gray and can. I wish you could see it. I gotta get a better camera. The mycelium is so cool though because it looks like tiny little hairs, like silky little strands. Under the microscope, it's literally just like hair follicles, white hair follicles. It's so cool. I'll have to upload that stuff, the microscope stuff. It's unreal. I actually need to should look at trike under the microscope. I haven't done that, but I don't really want to fuck with it because this is garbage. There's no hope. Grain spawn trike, you just gotta throw it away because your fruiting block eventually it gets trike. Like it's just like what happens. Like it takes over after the mushroom can't grow anymore and sends its spores to another world. The trike eats it. You can salvage like a flush if you use alcohol and you basically cut out the trike with like a 1/2 inch margin outside. So you got to catch it early. And then you just soak that part with alcohol. And usually if it's depending on what's happening, you can, if it's already pinning and stuff like that, you can actually get another flush in or two. So you got to catch it early. Like if this was on a fruiting block, that's so small, like you would just fucking try your best to eradicate it, but it's everywhere. Like it's the strongest point is there, but it's all in here. It's infected. It's lost. The mycelium's lost. You can't take this and put it anywhere. It's just garbage. All right. Same time inoculated. Look at this. I mean, this is crazy fast. Real strong. And you got to always look. It's never the same. Like, mushrooms mutate an insane amount. Like, all the time they're mutating. You'll have mushrooms growing upside down. You'll have mushrooms growing just insane different ways. So this one's a Florida. I don't remember it being Florida oyster being this like aggressive, but it's definitely winning. So this is I mean, there's this spot that's not taken over, but this is so thick that it's ready to be put in sub, which I'm gonna wait to do that video because I got to sterilize the sub and do all that stuff, and I'm still doing grain jars because I just checked today and I didn't know that this would be this thick. Whoa. All right, I'll find something a little more calming here. Oh. No. Actually, I want this on. No. Okay, with this, and then we'll go to Lunar Docks, but it's a little loud. A little loud! Speak up! Quite the mumbler. This is way too ready, overripe. Like, it's so thick that I can't break it apart, except for if I take gloves and smash it. So it's like extremely hard to even get out of this. It's like in stasis, where it's not going to take anything else over. It's like got all the nutrients. It's just like, all right, let's just chill. But it's so thick. Like, I can't. I'll show you tomorrow. Maybe today. There, we got a little bit of a break, but like, oh, there we go. It's actually working today. Just sweat profusely doing that, but it's still big chunks. I'm gonna definitely put this in. I haven't even had the cat rip this off like months ago, but it didn't get infected because it's so like conquered. All right. What is this? Patty straw, and this is Florida. So this is tomorrow too. I'm gonna wait to shake it. I don't shake them. People say you got, shake them. The times that I've shaken them as they're growing took way longer for them to grow. Like, they're all it's like a web. So when you shake it, you just like break apart all the connections. And I found that it slows growth. You definitely want to shake it when it's ready, though, to put in the sub. You have to, because you got to mix it in. All right. That was the only contaminated. I'll show you, actually. That was the only contaminated one that I saw out of a shitload. Let me try to not fall. All right. So let's put this one back. We got a seed. Oh! All right. So every single one of these is what I showed you, like the same process. This is just 2 weeks prior. I'm trying to do I'm just going to do as much as I'm going to go overboard in the first process because I want to have enough to show and be like, show the product, give it out, let people try it, see how it does, see what sells, see what doesn't. I got to promote it a lot because a lot of people have no idea about the health benefits. Because all the mushrooms I grow are on the medicinal list of mushrooms. I'm obviously not growing all of the medicinal ones like chaga. Takes so long to grow it. Let's see. I wanted growing chicken of the woods, which I don't know how many medicinal properties, but it's supposed to be so good, and it's like really picky. That and morel. I don't think morel has been studied that much. Those are really rare, though. Morel actually grows really well in the liquid culture. Like it's acting like it's going to be really good, really strong, and then you can't get it to fruit, and it'll take over the substrate too. So I need to figure out, once I get it to take over the substrate, how to get it to fruit, which there's a lot of different information. Some of it was, it's a colder temperature mushroom. Charcoal. We're saying charcoal, you mix it in, like it grows whenever there's a brush fire or not a permafrost. I don't know. I live in Florida, so I don't know all that stuff. It's hot. Never get any frost. All right, this is lion's mane. Yeah, you won't be able to see it, but maybe you can. It's like very faint white there. It's starting to web. Black pop. I got black poplar. The cordyceps is another one. Very interesting. Medicinal mushroom. They're the mushroom species there's a species that grows on it's a parasitic mushroom on bugs. So I was thinking about doing like mealworm, blending some mealworm in the substrate. But this one's not the one that controls the brain, like that crazy fungus that makes them like zombies. But it's a type of species. It's really cool. It like glows. When I put a certain light on it, it was like glowing orange. But I had trouble fruiting it. So I'm going to have to look up more specifics on it. But the grain spawn, I mean, it'll totally cake. Like this process, it's totally good. It's right when you get it to fruit, they get choosy. Real choosy. All right, that one's good. So everything looks good. I'm just looking for any signs of trike on any of the other ones. This is another golden with no trike, meaning, well, it's a good sign. It just means that like the actual liquid culture is not contaminated. Because if that has the contaminant in it, that's not good. But I've gotten it to now using popcorn instead of rye grain. I've gotten to, there's probably 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is that? 30. I haven't done that in a while. 27. 36. Yeah. So 36. 1 out of 36 was contaminated. And I actually have more behind me that aren't contaminated. So it's like 1 out of. It used to be way more. Let's put it that way. The rye grain, same process, just it doesn't have the hard shell that the popcorn has. So it's already loaded with shit that's just dormant. And it's just hard to get all that stuff out. You do due diligence, but like nature has just the best thing ever. What is that? I just tore off the fucking scab of a lifetime. All right. Look at that. I mean, this is. I'm gonna try to fruit it. I don't even know what it is. What is it? Meanie? No way. If this is Meanie, that would be really, really cool. But it looks almost orange, but that could be the myopia. They like shoot enzymes out there like yellow, which that's what it looks like. I have no idea what this is, but you can't even see the fibers, the like little hair fibers strains. It's just now this is just literally a cake. I'm gonna have to have like the most hydrated substrate for this one because of how caked it is. It looks crazy. I just forgot about it, but I'm gonna still try to fruit it, or just keep it like this. This looks insane. All right, I gotta calm down. Oh, look at that! This one's so cool. All right. So, what is this? I don't know. I didn't label a lot of them, but you can see like the fucking tendrils. So it caked just like the other ones, but this one is growing towards the exit hole and towards the what do you call the fucking things? The lid. The grooves. I can't remember for some reason. The grooves on the lid that you can twist on. It's growing to it, trying to like get out of there, which is so just the coolest thing to me. I've had it where it's grown through. Man, I am just sucking right now. I need caffeine. What is this? The film. Basically, like, I gotta just show you. Use your words, Steve. I forgot what you call it. This is what you put the substrate in, and this is how they breathe. You buy them like this. Eventually I'll probably make my own because it's cheaper than buying, but honestly it's not that bad. You should buy bulk. They grew through, so they spider webbed. You can't even see a hole. Like, it's absurd. But they grew through this because I forgot about it, and then fruited on the outside. The lion's mane. Like, they went from about here, tendrilled up, and then fruited out. Like, insanity. All right, let me get this all closed. I think I put all the stuff in here, didn't I? Where did I put them? I think I put them in here. Okay. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh. These tubs are cheap at Walmart. You can probably get them cheap somewhere else. All you got to do, they don't need sunlight. And actually, you don't want to give them sunlight. You don't want to initiate fruiting. Because fruiting, when you fruit, you're just tricking it to be like, oh, I got to get out of here. Like, I got to send my spores. Because there's no nooch. There's no more nooch. And it rained. So I got all this water to use because they're like 95% water. Just drill holes in the side. That's it. They got the air, and they already have the filter that you made with the cotton. So they're really doing it. They're breathing pretty well. They're resilient. The resilience. is incredible. As long as you give it like you just got to boost it. You got to give it that really good starter. Sterilization is everything. Like, I don't have a flow head. I don't have a flow hood. They're expensive as fuck. But if you did like a full-on lab, have like a little lab area, I'm doing this in the kitchen. Like, this is literally, and I've gotten it to the point where I only have like one contaminant per 50 jars. And when I do the small loads, I rarely even have any. I'm surprised. You just get better at it. Because before it was bad. I was throwing away so much. I made a video about the pressure cooking. Where's the top? I already got it in there. Okay. So I just need to make a couple more jars. You don't need much water in these. Like, you just don't. If you put too much water, it's just a huge mess. Because it boils, but it only allows a certain amount of steam to come out, increasing the pressure. And if you get it to 15 psi without it just ejaculating the mist out of this thing, if it, like, it'll spin, it'll scream. Like, you gotta, once it does that, you gotta lower the heat a little bit and kind of I kind of teeter it. I have to put it like halfway off the oven, and then I go, once I get to 15, I go down. But your oven's going to be different. So, okay, let's see. I can fit 2 more jars in here. So these are the jars. And I have popcorn. Just waiting. It doesn't look like it's moldy. Because that shit will get nasty quick. So nasty, brother. So nasty, bro. Is it 2? 2 little daddies? How did you not? It's crazy you don't see this. And while you're, thinking, get a couple of these in, What's the worst that can happen? To get a couple of these in. Grip strength is so important and not highlighted for strength training. It's insane. If you look at the stats on age groups, well, you can look at testosterone reduction. You can look at muscle mass percent loss per 10 years after a certain, I think 29 is like the peak physical performance. If you're in training at your peak, then there's, I think it's 1% every 5 years after a certain amount. But same thing with grip. Your grip dissipates. So you always want to be above what the average is. Like, the average is shit. Shit. It's so easy to be above the average. You just do a little bit. I mean, 5. You do 3 sets of 5 every other day. And you would see such significant increases in your grip strength. There's no point of having strength and not having any grip strength everywhere else. Like, sweet, I can't hold on to anything. Like, awesome. I have these arms but no hands. Sweet. Like, you're in a burning car, but I can't pull you out because I have no hand strength. That's great. Where did I put the fucking notes? On me. All right, tangent central. 1, 2. Showed this. You just do your Holski. It's the military method. The hurry up and wait. That's the mushroom way. It's like be very diligent, hurry up, and then wait. It's like, what are you gonna do when you're pressure cooking your batch? You can't do motivational speaking. There's nothing you can really do. Matters. Need cotton. While I'm getting the cotton, I'm gonna go ahead and pump a few out. Just kind of hold it, you know. Hurts so bad. Cotton balls. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's incredible. I don't know what that was. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Can read the shit out of the tin tops. They like, whenever they're cooked in there, they like form into the shell. So it's like you don't even have to do anything. You just plop it on top, Daddy. Dad, where'd you go? Where are you? Can't find you, Dad. Here. Okay, I have way too much corn. I still gotta do all this other shit. Keep all this. Okay. Put it on high. Make sure it's sealed. And now you just don't do anything. I'm gonna set up other bottles, but I'm not gonna lie, because I tend to I can't edit. I just can't do it. So this, you just get all of it. You get the whole unedited reality of what's happening. All right, let's see. How do I do this now? Okay, I'm going to end stream, I think. I will be on tomorrow to do, I'm going to start doing substrate. I got to look up if Florida Oyster wants anything else other than what I have, which is hardwood. What else did I need to look up? I need to look up cordyceps, substrate. Probably lion's mane too. I just want to make sure that I recheck, because otherwise you're wasting a month, because like you put in the wrong sub and they're like, I don't like that, and then you don't have anything to show for it, and then you just get real upset, and all you can do is blame yourself because you didn't want to do your due diligence. But you definitely want to do a couple more of these. God, hurts so good. All right, I'll see you guys later. Even though I never have anyone watching my streams, there is hope, and that's all you can do. Otherwise, I find it to be funny that I'm literally talking to myself. I find it pretty absurd, and I refuse to watch my videos after because like they don't have any views, so it's really strange. It's like, hi, my name's Steve. I'm talking to Steve, telling Steve how to do things that Steve's doing. Like, I can't handle it. Love everyone that's not here. It definitely smells like burning.